Before we were slaves here tonight. What was our heritage? Give me that in sound right. I think it's 1711. Brother, you got it.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, okay, great. So, our heritage, okay, first of all, our heritage is culture. And a heritage is related to the word inheritance. It's something that's handed down from your forefathers.
Right.
That's your clothing, your dress, your music, the gods you worship, the way that you interact with your family, everything, right? Now, we're going to read this verse because the Bible tells us what our heritage is or what the inheritance of the children of Israel is.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 11. It reads, besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
Okay, so he gave the children of Israel knowledge and the law of life for inheritance. Now, that law is our culture. Look at the bottom of our shirt. You'll see that all of us have these on. When you look at older pictures of Harriet Tubman, you'll see that she had fringes on. You'll see that some of the Aztecs had fringes on. Right. Because these people were related to the Israelites, and they kept that part of their culture in their dress and in their attire. Another thing, have you ever heard the song Kumbaya? Yeah. Kumbaya is a Hebrew sentence. So slaves who couldn't read, who couldn't write, and who didn't know English, they came to America singing a song called Kumbaya.
Right.
And it's a Hebrew phrase. It's saying, rise up and come here, Yah. And we was begging our God, who is Yah of the Bible, and I can show you the word Yah in the Bible, and that's also why we see a lot of our names ending with Yah. So like, we'll name our daughter Amaya, or Khadijah, all these different names that have God's name in it. All right, I'm gonna let him read another verse for you.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 3 and verse 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim.
Now, this is basically a prophecy saying that the children of Israel are going to lose their heritage. They're not going to have their priests no more. They're not going to have their prophets. They're not going to be able to go sacrifice on their altar. That's what we are today. We're separated from our culture. We're separated from our religion. And we're separated from our God. Now, when we look around and we say, man, I wonder why our people are so destroyed. Why our young men, you see the young men our age, we're not generally standing up teaching the Bible, right? We generally fighting each other or selling drugs or trying to be a rapper or something. And that's because we don't have a culture to hold on to, right? So this is one of the main important things that we teach our people. But watch what it says after that.
Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days.
Okay, but after we have been in the land of our captivity, we're going to come together with our brothers, and we're going to start fearing the Lord in the land of our captivity, and we're going to follow our Messiah out of captivity. That's what the whole Bible is about. Everything in this Bible is about that. Now, before we let you go, because I know it's hot out here and all that, I got another verse for you. This one is in Deuteronomy 28. Now, start at 46 for us.
I'm good. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, that's for you. That was for you. I was just gonna wait till the end.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, starting at verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Okay, so actually go back to verse 15. Yeah. My fault.
Good. This is verse 15 in the same chapter. It says, but it shall come to pass. Verse 15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay, so a curse. Now, did you ever know that curses and blessings were in the Bible? I know you heard about blessings being in the Bible. That's right. Okay, so in the Bible is actually a spiritual system, and the way it works is if you do this, then you get a blessing. But if you don't do this, then you get a curse. And one of those things is I can't steal from you. That's a law in the Bible. I'm not supposed to steal. I'm not supposed to come after your woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to take your car and just drive off with your car and steal your car now. Right. I'm not supposed to murder you. Right. It's certain things that the Bible is saying I can't do. Right. And if I break those commandments, then all these curses will come upon me and my community. Right. right? So we're gonna read a couple
So
of
you
these
think
curses.
that's where some of the curses came?
We're gonna show you. No,
You understand what I'm saying?
no. Say
Come
again.
on, do you think that's where some of the curses came? Because
Yeah,
look,
okay.
I'm not deep in the Bible.
Yeah.
But I was in the army. I used to read a little bit. A lot of time, man, a long time ago.
Yeah.
In the 70s. But I do remember reading about curses in it. And I used to say something about the Canaanites. How you say it?
Canaanite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Canaanites or
Yeah.
something. And he said something about the Nubians were cursed. I
Okay.
ain't never forgot that. Since 1978, I have never forgot that.
Okay, Canaan. So yeah, there was a curse on Canaan.
Right.
Because of what happened to Noah after they got off the boat. Now the white man teaches that and says that means all black people are cursed.
Wait, whoa. Back up.
Right. Okay.
Okay, back up with you. Let's start with you say the first.
Okay. So that curse on Canaan was pronounced after Noah got off the boat.
I got you.
And he had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And of those 3 sons, they populated the entire earth, right? So different nations came from each son. But Ham is the son that predominantly lives in Africa. That's the Cushites, the Nubians, like you were saying. You got the Canaanites,
Right.
and you got different factions and
Canaan.
sectors of African people.
I got you.
The curse was given to Canaan because of what his father did. So all black people were not cursed, but white people teach that as if it means all black people were cursed, and they call that the curse of Ham.
I remember reading that in the army.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I remember reading that in the army.
Yes, sir.
I kept saying, what in the world?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's a long time ago.
Right,
I
but-
still remember it.
But question, why would they want to teach that black people are cursed? Why would they want to teach that?
Keep us down. And
keep
keep
us
us
down.
And to keep us in the dark. Because if you think you're cursed, you're going to walk around.
Okay.
Right.
Accepting it.
Right. You're going to accept it and you're going to live in that,
You're
in
going
that
to live.
pattern.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
Killing each other, fighting each other,
That's right.
stealing from each other. Right?
That's
Yep.
right.
And unfortunately, some of that really is going on
Yeah.
because of the fact that a lot of people believe it. I got to
sir.
go, brothers. But
Yes, sir.
where
Well, can
y'all-
we read
where
you
y'all
one more
gonna be
verse? One more verse
Yeah.
before you go. Right?
Y'all be here a lot?
Yes, sir. We out here every weekend generally, but we also got a school out here in Greensboro
Okay.
as well. Is the address on there?
No, I'm about to give it to you.
We'll give you the address as well. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Watch this.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48.
And we're going to let you go.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies with the Lord, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Now remember, we was just saying that if we don't keep these commandments, the Most High was going to put that curse on us.
Right.
And one of the curses is that we was going to serve our enemies in everything that we want. When you want to buy that shirt, you got to go to your enemies to buy that shirt. When you want to pay for your light bill, you got to go to your enemies. When you want to buy a car, you got to go to your enemies. Right? But read the next verse.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck
Uh-oh.
until he have destroyed thee.
Now, whose ancestors, out of all the people you see walking around out here, whose ancestors had a yoke of iron on them?
Yep.
Right?
That big thing with them things.
Right, with the thing sticking out. And then it goes on to say that you will be sold to your enemies and you'll be taken as slaves in slave ships all across the world.
It says it in there.
Hey, I got you.
Verse
Yeah.
68.
Let me
Verse
see.
68. And the
I'm
Lord
going to
shall...
say this myself.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, come on.
Oh, yeah,
Read it.
oh, yeah.
We gonna read it together right here. This is
Hold up. Read mine, because yours got the weird F's.
Yeah. Hey, look, this is old English, so it's kind of like
Brother got the old English out here.
So which okay,
it's
what's
the
the
same.
difference?
It's saying
the
it's saying the
address on
same thing. It's just the way they spell
But
words.
what's the difference in the Old Testament and New Testament?
No, I'm not saying the Old Testament. This is all in the Old Testament.
Yeah, these are the same books,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
this is a different style,
This is
so the
it.
font is different.
Right. Go ahead. So this is the verse. This is verse
Right here. Verse
68.
Okay.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
By the
By
way
the
whereof
way.
I spake unto you. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Explain that part.
Yes, sir. So what it means when it says no man
I
shall
got
buy
you.
you. No, because the first time I seen it, I was like, ain't no way that's in my Bible. Right?
Ain't no way what?
Ain't no way that's in my Bible. And then I flipped in my Bible and it was right there.
It was right there.
Right? But what's so cold about this is it says no man shall buy you. What did Martin Luther King try to do? He tried to redeem us out of this.
Yeah.
What did Malcolm X try to do? He tried to redeem us. What did Khalid Muhammad try to do? They all tried to redeem us out of this captivity. And nobody has been able to. I was just telling my family on the way up here that us here in America, we are the only people of the African diaspora out of Jamaica, Haiti, Nigeria, Ghana, out of all these black people that was colonized, we the only ones here in America who never had no type of independence.
Right.
We wake up here in this nation and we see the slave master statue and we keep moving. The city of Raleigh is named after a slave master. Vance County is named after a slave master. Zebulon, the city of North Carolina, is named after a slave master.
And a whole bunch of other things.
Hey, look, we
And
don't even wanna,
KKK member.
hey, we don't even get into Fayetteville. They still got they auction station set up, everything.
You see what I'm
They was selling
saying?
I didn't.
Charleston?
I told you I'm an ex-military man. Now
Yes,
listen,
sir.
this dude, I was down here one day. It's been about a year ago. No, I was at the VA. He said, I can't believe they renaming Fort Bragg.
Oh, yeah.
Called Fort Liberty now.
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
The
what all
history of it, yeah.
I was down in Fort Hood. Oh, Fort Hood is, I forgot the name of it.
I've
I'm
been
going to look
to
it up
Fort
when I
Bragg.
get to the library. But listen, this is my deal. I'm thinking to myself, so y'all think things going to stay the same forever?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? Acock Street.
ACOP. Yeah, he
You
was
know what I'm
telling me
saying?
about it.
But y'all think it's gonna stay the same forever? And this is another thing to get me. Take back our country, this man keeps saying.
Oh, yeah.
Take back our country. You came over here and took it for someone.
And took it
was
from
people
somebody
was here
else.
before you got here.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm going on that, man.
Hey,
Y'all gonna make me go ahead and look this up.
Hey,
Library.
please
Hey.
do. And use
Hey,
that.
Peter.
Use
Hey.
that to help guide you through it.
I was about to say, our address first and foremost is up here.
Okay.
But we know that this right here is one of the main images that is used to keep our people in mental bondage. So we put that up here to
Why
show.
you say that?
Because Christ wasn't white. Pull that scripture.
Yeah, let's get that
Christ
one.
wasn't white.
Revelation 1:14.
Christ was not a white man. And so what they do is they tell you that white people wrote the Bible.
Gotcha.
Christ is a white figure and we're worshiping a white God. That's not the case. They actually changed something to make you think that so you can just disregard the Bible. Read
But
that.
since the sun come up in the east, how could he be a blue-eyed, blonde white man?
You feel me?
Read that. Watch this.
Living in the
How
desert.
could he
That's a
be?
fact. That's a fact.
How could he be?
That's a good question. It's the book of
Watch
Revelation, chapter 1, starting at verse 14. Actually, yeah, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So when they say his head
Look at that.
and his hairs were
What
white
text
like
was that?
wool.
Say it again, say it again.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like
Now
wool.
pull that back out. Pull that back out that you got in your hand. We gonna do the you ever watched
Comparison.
baseball before?
Yeah.
3 strikes you out, right?
Right.
So we gonna play that game. Read it again.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Does that image that we see all around pretending to be Christ, and does he have white woolly hair?
No.
Strike one.
All right.
Okay, strike one.
It says as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
We see that his eyes ain't as a flame of fire, but let's keep going.
Right. Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything, does it get lighter in texture or darker?
Dark.
That's strike 3. It says the hair, his eyes, and his skin complexion.
Right.
Now, the last time I checked, your feet and your hands and your face is the same color, right?
Right.
So where did we get that image from? So if Christ is the Son of God, what did God look like?
Wait a minute. Say it again.
If Christ
is the Son of God.
is the Son of God, and we just read that Christ is a black man,
What's his father look
what
like?
his father look like? In the
Y'all
first
got-
creation, Adam and Eve was created out of the dust of the ground, the dirt. What they look like?
Then show me where the white dirt at.
Yeah, I need to see white dirt.
But it's funny y'all bringing this up, man, because the climate that we in now is real freaking deep. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
With this presidential thing, man, this is deep, man. Deeper than dog doodle, because I'm going, how are we going backwards? But we can't go back. Societies has done it before. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we already still in bondage. But the fact that you got somebody that's actually preaching it, man. If you just listen to the subliminal message, some of them made him subliminal.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
they outright with it. But you
You're
know, what's
right.
a lot of our people are saying we're leaning towards Kamala, but Kamala is just as bad as Donald Trump.
Well, that's true. But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
One is going to send you to the hospital for 3 days, right? One is going to kill you. Which poison you going to take?
Well, the hospital is designed to kill us.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't want that hospital bill. That hospital bill killed me
I
too.
need you to go ahead and take me up out of here, man.
I know what you mean, though. I know
I'm
what you
serious.
mean.
One is going to send you to the hospital for 3 days.
Yeah.
One going to kill you. Which one you going to drink? It's poison.
Can I ask you a
Like you
question?
said, both of them poison now.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Would it be too far-fetched to just not pick either?
No, because we all got a choice. Got me?
You see
Be
what
cool.
I'm saying?
Be cool.
Yes, sir.
We all got a choice.
Hey, our address on that flyer, like he
Okay.
said, use that flyer on the back. It got common misconceptions that the church teaches.
Yeah.
The Bible version showing that what they teaching is wrong.
But we
Read
all
that
have to
flyer.
make a, like what he said. Would it be not to vote? No, because we all got a choice.
Satan
But
or the
one thing
devil.
we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to choose. We'll choose what you said, not to do it or to do it for, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We all
I
got a
agree.
choice.
That's a fact.
Y'all be cool, man.
Yes, sir.
We gonna choose this day who we gonna serve, man.
That's
Let
right.
me get Joshua 24:15. Right? We're gonna choose this day, but look at this. While he grabbing that, Fort Bragg in North Carolina was originally named Camp Bragg in 1918 after Confederate General Braxton Bragg. This the only nation that an army can rise up and attempt to destroy your nation, and they would keep statues and keep figurines of those people who rose up to destroy the nation. They would keep those people and name military bases after those people. This is the only place. You don't go over to Nazi Germany and they still got damn Hitler statues up, man. They don't have that. You're not gonna go to Israel and those white people looking at damn some of the Nazi doctors that was experimenting on their grandparents.
Yeah, you feel me?
That's not gonna be up. But we come here and we have to, and then we enlist in the military and we get stationed at Fort Bragg, and his picture's somewhere in the damn base. Right, go ahead.
You say Joshua 24 and what?
Joshua 24:15.
Con, this is the book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell.
Hey, they want us to serve the gods that our ancestors were serving on the other side of the
Read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I stay in the book. When I need I stay in the book. When I need to grow, I stay in the book. When I feel low, I stay in the book. I stay in the book. I stay in the book. Quote that, read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I
And
stay
they was
in the
waiting
book.
to get some food.
Oh, man.
I promise you, y'all,
Damn.
God is good all the time. That's all I want to say. Thank you.